Hey guys, it's Bizarre Individual, and this is going to be the wrap-up for the buddy read. Was it December? It was in January. So I know it seems like if I put these buddy reads off that I don't care about them, which is actually quite untrue. If I put a video off, it's just because I want it to be perfect, and um, this video is definitely not going to be perfect, but I'm just going to do it and get it out and do my best. And yeah, so for the month of January, we read RG VEDA. Let's just say this was an intense read. These volumes are by Dark Horse. They're a chunker. The original print in Japan was 10 volumes, and they first released in English by Tokyo Pop in like just the normal standard 10 volume size, and then Dark Horse. I'm not sure when Dark Horse republished these, but they've been out for a minute. But they're still in print. But yeah, so Lindsay Tut and me just decided to do it this month. This because we wanted an excuse to read it, and this is one of the few clamp titles that I didn't have yet, so I kind of wanted a little push since they were so kind of big to get them. And yeah, I'm really glad we did. Just going over a little bit of history about this. This is Clamp's first work. They published it in, or started working on it, or finished it, I'm not really sure, but it came out in 1989, which is kind of neat. It's the year after I was born, so I thought that was kind of fun. Yeah, and let's see, what can I say about this? I know that I kind of want to make a separate video on it, but probably won't at the rate I'm going with my videos. But anyways, I feel like Clamp gets a bad, well, I wouldn't say bad. They get this, people get this opinion about Clamp where Clamp's just cute and shoujo-fied and just aims for females, which I highly argue that it. I really feel like the older artist of like I can't really say that because I don't know who left the group and who came to the group, but Clamp is um, a collaboration of many women, and it started out with 5 women, and I know one left the group for sure, and then they might have like replaced her. I don't know the exact details, but I feel like when Clamp first started, their at least their first couple titles were really like death and apocalypse and end of the world and bloody and with beautiful artwork and kind of gothic-ish tones to it. And then it kind of evolved into like a, I don't know, like this is just my opinion, or not even my opinion, but this is just what kind of came to my mind. Kind of like maybe like a artist joined Clamp, maybe. I could just be making this up out of, like pulling this out of my ass, but to where I feel like later on they got kind of a little bit more like cute, and I don't know if they were just kind of like playing around with different like art styles, but the art style still stayed the same. It just kind of it did change a little bit. Like you can tell that the eyes and some of the features of the art style it would be really interesting to me, at least, to kind of know like what members joined and stuff like that. But it kind of went to more like cute, and which is nothing wrong with that. I'm definitely not dissing that, but I feel like I don't want to say like macho guys or just guys in general, because not all guys do that, but they're kind of pushed away thinking that Clamp is just aimed towards females, which, I mean, this is kind of a hard topic because there's nothing wrong with things aimed just for females. But anyways, I feel like the reason why I say that is not to be sexist, but it's because I want everyone to give them a chance because I really enjoy them, and I think if people gave them a chance, they would see how different each story is. Yes, they have a lot of similarities. Especially like later on, it went from literally they took characters out of like a really shoujo-fied series and put the main characters and added a whole bunch of other characters from their other titles and made it a shonen. So which I thought that was really neat. But anyways, back to RG VEDA, which it's actually pronounced Rig VEDA. Flippertaka told me that. So, and then I looked it up, but I have my notes here. So yeah, let's just, oh wow, 6 minutes in. Let's just dive into this. So this was a really difficult and plot twist. It's really, really heavy. I had, to be honest with you, I had a lot of trouble reading it. The first volume, I read it, and I kind of read it like in chapters. I did not understand it all. I was so confused. I was like, how am I going to make it through this series and do a review on it? And I already started it now. The second volume's are like on its way. I already have the third volume, which, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind it just up on my shelf because, you know, my clamp shelf. But anyways, I was like, I don't get this at all. I kind of like stepped back from it, and I was like, I'm just going to read this, enjoy it. If I don't enjoy it, that's fine. I'm just going to reread the first volume. I took notes. I looked up characters and stuff, and I absolutely fell in love with this series. It was so good. I would highly recommend not reading it in chapters or read it all in like a weekend. Whenever you have a lot of time, I definitely would suggest reading this all together. I know it seems like a massive thing, but taking like a long breaks with this series, I don't know, it just doesn't flow that well, and I got really confused, so I had to reread a lot if I took a break. Stuff like that. It was just, I just feel like it went more smoothly if you just read it all in one big chunk and just digested it all, and there's just so much going on. I wouldn't really, I guess I would, this really reminded me, it had nothing to do with Game of Thrones, but it definitely reminded me of that like old fantasy setting, and it reminded me of all the different characters and the different backgrounds that you had to learn. And here there's a lot of different clans and tribes and gods and goddesses, and it's a whole bunch of mythology, and then you meet a whole bunch of characters, and it's just wonderful. I kind of want to go into it a little bit, but I'm kind of nervous that I'll mess it up. Let's just see. The main guy's name starts with an A. I have my character sheet over here. See, I'm already messing it up. Ashura, and so pretty much this whole entire thing is about this ruler that takes over the empire, and he's evil, and he has Asha go out to kill the stargazer that has a prophecy of the six stars overturning him, and it's just pretty much I guess it's not really a spoiler, but pretty much the stargazer is in love with him, and this poor dude, pretty much any person that falls in love with him dies. Um, there he is right there. But just the artwork is just amazing. I know I keep talking about other clamp books, but if you guys have read X, it definitely has X feels. It definitely um, leads for them making X. But yeah, I definitely highly recommend it. The plot is just so heavy. Don't get attached to any characters. It's kind of like they introduce new characters and then they're all dead. Then they introduce more new characters, like a different tribe, and then they're all dead. And it's just good versus evil in a fantasy setting is kind of the best way to put it. But yeah, I highly recommend it. And like I said, just try to read it all in one go. I kind of feel bad for anyone that had to start and wait for each volume to come out by Tokyo Pop. I don't think I could have gotten into it that way. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed January's wrap up buddy read. I know some people participated, and yeah, I really appreciate you guys reading with Lindsay Tut and me. And yeah, I'm gonna call that a wraps before I mess anything up. Yeah, thanks for watching.